Alright, so today we're going to be looking at two vintage Lasko fan blades. They are new old stock replacement blades. I got these from eBay. The seller's description stated that there was a defunct or like abandoned, closed down hardware store that apparently had some new old stock items in it, and apparently the seller must have had access to this stuff somehow, and eventually I ended up buying it. They were, I want to say they were like $12.99 a piece with free shipping, so it's not too bad considering what these are. They're really neat. I've never seen these before. I knew that Lasko had a like a parts store where you could buy replacement blades and stuff. I've bought a couple of blades from the Lasko parts store before, and within the last year or two, and those were pretty good. I mean, the blades that I purchased were definitely better than the ones that they were replacing. Sometimes the Lasko fans tend to come with blades that are questionable quality, to say the least, and the replacement blades so far have been pretty decent. But apparently the spare parts sales go back a ways. I've got a 12-inch blade here and a 9-inch blade. We'll look at the 9-inch blade first. It's a Galaxy by Lasko 9-inch oscillator blade, model ACC 54RP, push-on blade, no spinner. The only thing that kind of irked me about the sale was these were the boxes that he shipped them in, and put tape all over the boxes and stuck the labels to these and everything, and you can see the spots where the tape and the labels peeled paint off the boxes. But I mean, that's partially my fault. I could have requested different box for these to be shipped in. I didn't, and you know, the seller probably wasn't really considering that this was a collector's item. So, oh well. Anyway, let's see. I don't see any dates or anything on this one. It gives a nice diagram here of how to put the blade on, but this one doesn't have the spinner, obviously. It's just a push-on blade. So, and this one is black. I don't know that I've seen a Lasko Galaxy 9-inch fan like this one here, in this style, with a black blade on it. I have seen, I want to say the Sears fans have something. I just happen to have this over here. This is a Sanyo, an old Sanyo 9-inch blade that's like a smoky acrylic translucent color, but I haven't seen anything like this on a Galaxy by Lasko. You can tell this is an older one. It's got the metal shaft hub there with the set screw. This blade is junk, by the way. It's just something about, I think it was in a fire or something, because it's like it's got balance issues that are not going to be corrected. Anyway, I don't think I've seen a black Galaxy Lasko blade like this one before, so maybe these are just distinctly for the replacement blades. But check out the pitch on this thing. This is awesome. I want to try this out on the Air King fan over here, and we'll get to this in a little bit. But yeah, there's nothing else in here. This is the box. And that's all you get. So we'll set this up here, and then by the end of the video, we're going to try out that blade on this fan over here. So here's the 12-inch one. 12-inch oscillator, model BL508M. And this says BL, so I wonder if this one was also supposed to be black. Just by the BL, I don't know, but it's not a black blade, it's gray. But these were made in USA. This one also has a diagram on the back. Wavy K logo. And there's a sticker on the top of this one. And it was the Copen True Value. So it was a True Value hardware. There are 2 hardware stores in the area nearby here where I live that are or used to be True Value hardware stores. They are owned by Do It Best now, but they were, you know, privately owned. Generally, I think they took the last name of the store owners and put them in front of the True Value name, like this one seems to be. But yeah, I know what True Value is. That would be similar to, you know, like a coast-to-coast hardware chain that eventually was bought out by bigger companies. I think True Value actually. And yeah. Anyway, that's a long, complicated story I've read about but can't remember. So this one is still in the plastic, and it's a gray blade, nothing else in here. But anyway, here's the box we've already looked at. Probably not going to test run this one in the video. It looks pretty good. I've already had it out and everything, looked at it. It looks like, you know, 12-inch blade that you would see on a Lasko Galaxy fan. Looks really good. I don't particularly need this for any fans at the moment, so I think I'm just going to keep this one as it is in the plastic and in the box. But this one, I think I could definitely use on the Air King over here if it works out any better than this blade that's on it right now. So we'll go ahead and turn on this fan so you can kind of see what it's like with the stock blade. See, like look at this thing, and then, you know, just look at the pitch difference on these. And this blade being out of balance and not having much pitch to it makes it run too fast and makes it louder than it needs to be. So we'll go ahead and get this plugged in, and then test run it real quick, and then I'll switch out the blades, and then we'll cut back to this with the black blade mounted on it so we can hear the difference right away. So here's, I think it's going to be high speed. Here's high speed. Low. Back to high. So this blade seems to match the motor properly, or at least a lot better than the stock blade. It doesn't have that annoying harsh buzz to it, and it doesn't seem to run quite as fast. So it seems to load the motor a little more than the other blade, this flimsy thing. There's still a little bit of a rattle there, but nothing like with the other blade. And this low speed seems much more quiet, and it's not nearly as aggressive and fast. This is a lot more typical. This is what I would expect. High. High 800 feet per minute on high speed, which is about right. That would probably increase the longer I let the fan run. It's kind of cold down here. All right. Well, it still has a little bit of a rattle to it, but it pairs a lot better than this blade does. But I think if I ordered, I don't know, I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to order a new blade for this, just to keep the color the same. And I think this blade is still going to be better than a new replacement one for this. There's something about these blades where I think just the way that they package the fans, the way that they put these in the boxes with the fans, it squashes them and flattens them out. So then when you go to run them, they're just like this. But generally, in my experience, the replacement blades that you order from the Lasko part store seem to be better than what actually comes with the fans. And I think that that's why. It's just the way that they package them with the fans. Just my 2 cents anyway. But I don't know about how this looks. It doesn't quite match up as well as the gray. I kind of thought the black blade would maybe look a little more natural than it does, but it doesn't look quite right. It doesn't look bad, but I guess it functions a lot better than the other blades, so I'll probably just leave this one in there how it is for now anyway. Get some use out of it. Just run it like that for a while. But anyway, there's two vintage Lasko replacement fan blades. Pretty cool. Thank you for watching.